now say I follow Beyonce. Put that on my CV. Oh, it's my foot. Okay. Right. So yeah, I've got a few points in this, and it's being filmed, so I'm wary. I've got to stay in the shot. Go down, see the camera guy goes. Don't film my trainers though; they're really scruffy. Don't bust up, They don't pay us enough poets, Anyway, right, my poem. Blank page. Yeah. So I've got this poem called The Poet's Song, and I wrote it like 18 decades ago. So it's good to revisit it and see what I was thinking back then. And I guess it's called The Poet's Song because it's one narrative, it's one story. I could have talked about the Bricklayer's Song or the Road Sweeper's Song, but I chose The Poet's Song. It just felt right. I remember I gave it the title after I'd written it. So what's it about? Its hook line is "I love my side," and but it actually does. It never, just for the sake of the film, it never actually describes my side. Now that I look at it again after like 20, 30 years of last time I looked at it, it doesn't actually describe my side. So it's an absence. The poem is about a kind of thing that you have to conjure in your own imagination. What is my side? What does it mean to you? What does it mean to you? What does it mean to me? It's never quite said. It says what it is not, even though those things that it's not are maybe admirable. Anyway, so let's do it. The Poet's Song. Some people talk about New York, New York. Do that again. See, I put my foot on the thing, and then there's a little delay, and try again. Some people talk about New York, New York, London and its Tower Bridge, the mangoes of sweet Trinidad, but me, I love my side. I just remembered, I rewrote it, I wasn't happy with the second verse. 1 minute. Some people talk about New York, New York, London and its Tower Bridge, the mangoes of sweet Trinidad, but me, I love my side. Some people want to live their whole life inside an engine. Some say they're going to knit a revolution. Some won't give up their coding keyboard, but me, I love my side. Some people go dippy at the sight of fresh pink flowers. Some spend their time dreaming about filming stars. Some rave about Daleks, YouTube, and Sky TV, but me, I love my side. I love my side. You may now join in. I love my side. Take two. The filmmaker, he's called Dave, he said he can edit anything. We can do a really bad version of it and no problem, it'll buff up and we'll sort it out. Continuity, brilliant. Right, so that's that one. I don't like this mic today, I'm scared of it now because of all those noises it made. This one is Manchester, it's called Manchester, and it came about from an argument I had in a workshop. I like arguing in workshops with other writers about things. Anything, doesn't matter. Who's had what drink, when, how to write a poem, whether a story works or not. Basically, I spend all my time arguing with writers, and after a while, I became an editor, and that's just more arguments with writers. That's all you do. Argue, defend to death the comma, the position of the comma. You cannot edit me like that. They called me the butcher at one point. I thought that was a compliment, No point in pussyfooting with something that's wrong, just get the knife out. Pete the butcher. Sorry, I'm just... Anyway, so I was arguing. I can say who I was arguing with. I was arguing with Sagan Lee French, which I was arguing with, I still remember the argument. I was arguing with Sagan Lee French about how to write a certain kind of poem. And I found that sometimes when you argue with people about aesthetics, how things work, it's a hopeless debate, isn't it? Because people rarely change their position and perhaps they just don't understand. And the best thing maybe is simply to do the thing that you're arguing about. You say, you think you can write it like this? You write it like this. I think it should be written like that. I'll write it like that. And then we see what happens. Sagan went on to get a 3-book film deal, and I just got this poem published in out of pounds. I wonder who won the argument. I made that bit up. Anyway, right, here it is. It's Manchester. It's a summary of the history of Manchester and all that shit. Cut that bit out. Manchester. Fire stokers, bridge builders, ball jugglers, weavers, tunnelers, atom chasers, guitar thrashers, cyberpunks, sausage sizzlers, peaceniks, heretics, rebels, refugees, carnivalists, miserabilists, swindlers, poisoners, punks, poets, centurions, slave barons, divas, destroyers, rocket scientists, revolutionaries, all lived here. Manchester. We love it, don't we? Yeah? Manchester. Kalu's nodding. You don't live in Manchester. I'm glad you love it. Have you been here for a while? You've been walking around a bit?
I've been lots of times.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah, you know, one of the problems with that last line, I'm just talking about my poem bit because I feel like it, is that the last bit, is that the last line, all live here, okay? But on the text, if you read it on the paper, it's all live, L-I-V-E, /D, lived. So there's a sort of doubling from that slash, and you can't get that across when you speak. You can't say all lived here, all lived here. You can't do it, or at least, well, probably Lenses they can, but I can't. I don't have the dexterity, the verbal dexterity to do it. So that's the problem. Whereas if it were in Chinese, I've been told, they don't worry too much about tenses and stuff. So it would have worked in Chinese. So if you get it translated into Chinese, yeah. Sorry. I offer solutions, most people offer problems. Right. Last poem. Strange one. This one is called Old Radicals. And it was a very, very, very long poem. Luckily for you, I'm not doing the long version. You're all worried now. It was a very long poem until Martin de Mello edited it. It's over there. It was like 80 lines long, and Martin only got like 16 left, But he's a great editor, and I really like what he did with it. So, I often think editors don't get as much thanks or praise or acknowledgement as they should. It's a hard job actually editing, and you don't see any film credits saying poem edited by, it's just poet wrote it. So yeah, thanks, John. Old Radicals. Hot with indignation, apartheid, special patrol and the NF, we nailed placards together, wrote speeches, flung each other over barricades, our hands on rocks and riot shields. We cried, hugged, slept, dreamed, made the 5 a.m. calls from cells, brothers for the cause. Years intervened. The anti-deportation campaign calls came, and your support was phoned through. Signature on the 5th page of the petition, an approving onlooker at the march. At length, your name appeared only on campaign chain emails, occasionally, and then never. Me? I found myself worrying more about fresh nappies as we marched, grew content to listen to other speeches, traded in the car that constantly broke down, found jackets and trousers easy to wear. And then that afternoon, we met on Liverpool Street, humbled with the old handshakes. And as you pulled away again, I glanced back at a friendship cooled. Yeah, it's Old Radicals. Thank you very much. I've been the Old Radical Pete Kalu. You've been a lovely audience, and my time's up.